What's up, everybody? Welcome to Game Nights. This show is brought to you by Wizards of the Coast.
Now, we have a really exciting and epic game for you today, featuring the brand new cards from Innistrad, Crimson Vow. Yes, it's time for a wedding. If you want to get your hands on any of the cards from this awesome set, go to channelfireball.com/command. They have a brand new marketplace.
Yeah.
They have a ton of vendors. They are vying for your business. That's bringing prices down. But all of those businesses are actually vetted by Channel Fireball, so you get a professional level of service. That means the cards get to you in pristine condition. They get to you super fast. Crimson Vow, I think we can all agree, looks awesome.
Looks awesome.
If you like vampires in any way, shape, or form.
Or Innistrad.
Yep, then you want to get your hands on this stuff. Channelfireball.com/command is the best way to do it. In fact, also, if you forget, like I often do, to put in that affiliate link and you get all the way to the checkout, you can actually just type in the code command at that point and also apply our affiliate code. So that helps a lot.
Yeah, Crimson Vow looks awesome, and so does all of the art and the playmats, the deck boxes, the sleeves, all that custom stuff you can only get from UltraPro, who we feature on Game Nights. And look, if you want to feel like you're at the table or you're in Innistrad itself, the only place to get this product is directly from UltraPro. You can pick it up at your local game store, online, wherever it is. You're also supporting this content when you do so.
Yeah, they have these brand new deck boxes that feature the showcase art. They're in this leather finish with the stitching. Really classy, really strong magnets. Yeah, so your decks will be safe. UltraPro really does make awesome stuff. And the final way to support all of our content is directly if you go to patreon.com/command zone. Patrons get all kinds of cool perks, like talking to Jimmy and I on our Discord, where they're on there every single day. Also, patrons get to watch extra turns and game nights earlier than the general public.
Ad-free. And talk about the game with us on our Discord. Tell us their favorite moments. Ask about crazy interactions that happened. All of that interaction is only on our Patreon.
And one thing we forgot to mention before we get into the game here, Jimmy.
Yeah.
We're not actually playing in this episode. It's the first one ever.
Right. The first time ever neither of us are in the episode. I wonder why.
Yeah. It's because we had something else we were doing. We got invited to a pretty cool event.
Pretty cool. Pretty chilling. I'm pretty excited about this vampire wedding thing. Sounds fun.
Really? To me, it's a little strange we were even invited.
What are you talking about? We get invited to magic events all the time.
Yeah, but is this a magic event? On the RSVP, it asked our blood type. That was weird.
It's probably just for safety concerns. Loosen up.
Yeah, but we've been driving through this spooky forest for hours. Look, that sign says speed limit is a horse. Are you sure we're going the right way?
Okay, fine. I'll turn on the GPS.
You are on the fastest route. You will reach your destination by the 10th strike of the Ghoul Caller's Bell.
See, I told you we were going the right way.
After the Bloody Scarecrow, make a right at the larger, bloodier Scarecrow.
Whoa, this GPS really knows the roads, huh?
In half a mile, do not answer Old Stickfingers' riddle. Instead, offer him a vial of ichor.
Did we bring any ichor?
Avoid tolls. Problem solved.
In 400 feet, turn into a bat.
Wait, turn into a... Jimmy, watch out! Well, I guess we gotta turn back now.
What are you talking about? It's right there. Looks like it's time for a night hike. Woohoo!
Welcome to the latest episode of Game Nights.
On today's episode, we have two haunting new guests.
Hey everybody, I'm Ellie of the Veil. So you might know me from the Commander Advisory Group or from Twitch, but I'm really excited to be here to get a chance to play with everybody on the show.
Hi, I'm Josephine McAdam. You may recognize me from tabletop RPG shows such as Ellie by Night or Shakar, or maybe you've seen some of my horror movies such as Scare Package or The Mortuary Collection. But today, I'm here to play with the latest set, Crimson Vow, on Game Nights.
This set is all about the vampire side of Innistrad.
Two of the most notorious vampires have invited everyone to witness their bloodlines become one.
We hope to see you there.
And I'll be playing one of the lucky newlyweds, Olivia, Crimson Bride.
There's more than one path to power.
This is a Reanimator deck. My goal is to dump some big and impactful creatures into my graveyard. Then use my commander's ability to cheat them into play. And once I've got a few giant monsters onto the battlefield, I'll be able to overwhelm my wedding guests with value.
So the deck I'm playing today is Edgar, Charmed Groom. This is a vampire deck, obviously. My goal is to play as many tribal synergies as possible. And Edgar helps fuel this engine, regardless of whether he's alive or dead. And when I've gathered all of my vampires, I will set them all upon the guests for the wedding of the century.
My commander is Henrika Domnathi.
Let's paint the town red.
My deck is filled with creatures that either have flying, death touch, or lifelink. Because once my commander transforms, it allows me to buff up all of those creatures and swing out for the win.
So the commander that I'm playing today is Millicent, Restless Revenant. The goal is to play as many non-token spirits as I can get my hands on. Because with my commander's ability, I'll be able to create even more spirits. And once I flood the board with creatures, I'll be able to close out this game with an unstoppable air force.
All right, let's feast.
Till death do us part.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's get this party started.
Hey, we made it! Told you it'd be easy.
Really? It's a private event. I'm afraid you can't go in.
Huh? Oh, we were invited. We're Jimmy and Josh from Game Nights.
You're not on the list.
You didn't even check the list.
Not on list.
We just hiked a half-mile through Grimback Woods to get here.
Being chased by wolves the whole time. In fact, I think that last wolf was trying to talk to us. That howl sounded a lot like how's it.
Check the list again. Jimmy Wong, Josh, Lee, Kwai.
Oh, my mistake. You are on the list.
Oh, thank God.
I was looking under guests. You two are under hors d'oeuvres.
What?
That can't be good.
What a beautiful ceremony. Tasteful, elegant, and just dangerous enough.
And this reception, truly no expense was spared.
Is that film and television's Jimmy Wong?
Oh, yes, a delicious vintage. Want a sip?
Don't mind if I do. I've had blood from a real night before, but never a game night. It's a little salty.
Hello, welcome to the table, everyone. We have 2 new guests, so as is tradition, you must be knighted. Lady, will you do the honors?
Oh, you bet. I knight thee, Dame Ellie of the Vale. Arise.
I've been waiting my whole undeath for this.
Yes. And I knight thee, Sir Josephine. Arise. Yes.
All right, welcome to Game Nights. Only one may stand.
All right, everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. I will draw off turn. I will play this island, and then I will pass the turn.
Fancy island. I will draw, and I will play a Spine Rock Knoll.
Nice.
It has a hideaway trigger, so I'll look at the top 4 cards in my library. Oh, I'll do that. That'll be fun. Okay, these 3 will go on the bottom, and this card I'll put under the land.
Nice.
And then later on, hopefully, I'll be able to play it for free. And then I'll pass turn. Go ahead, Josephine.
Okay, I will draw for turn, and I will play Scoured Barrens. Gain 1 life, and I will go to 41.
I hate it already, thanks.
And I will pass turn.
Okay, I will draw for turn. And I'm gonna play a snow-covered swamp, and then I will play a shadow sphere. Whoa! Getting life gain in this deck is actually really great for me because of my commander's ability. Also, I can get rid of hexproof and indestructible if I get into a pickle with any of my opponents. All right, that's gonna be it, and I'll pass to you, Ellie.
I will draw for turn. All right, I will play a Plains, and then I will tap 2 and start off by casting Sword of the Animist.
Yeah, I like your style.
So I'm playing this card because I have no other ways to really ramp. And when you're not playing green, this is one of the best cards that you can have. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm off to a good start. All right, and that'll be the end of my turn, so I will pass to you.
All right, I will untap and draw for turn. I will play a swamp, and then I will play a Pyre of Heroes.
Cool.
This card is such a good card, and I am so happy to have it this early. It's going to allow me to get rid of any creature I don't need right now to get a better creature from my library. So this is sneaky. And I'll pass turn.
Okie doke, so I will untap, draw for turn, and I'll play a Silver Quill Campus and a Vampire of the Dire Moon.
Nice little safe blocker there.
I know.
I'm protected early on. I've got a Death Touch, I've got Lifelink, bringing in that life gain. I feel good. And I'll pass turn.
I'll untap and draw for turn. I will play a snow-covered swamp. And I think that'll be it for now. I will pass the turn to you, Ellie.
Passing the turn with mana up. All right.
It's not blue, but it's still spooky because it's a swamp.
Okay, so I will untap, draw a card. I'll play a land for turn, and it'll be a Mist Gate Pathway. And then I will pay 3 and cast Urza's Incubator.
Ooh.
As Urza's Incubator enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. I will choose Spirits.
Surprise, surprise.
I know. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I have Urza's Incubator, so my spirits are gonna cost 2 less. I'm setting myself up to get way ahead of my opponents. It's only gonna get better from here. And then I will pass a turn.
All right, I will untap and draw, and then I am going to play Olivia, mobilized for war.
That's my wife.
Y'all are turning up the pressure here.
Yeah. This card synergizes with my commander really well. It allows me to put stuff in my graveyard, which my commander cares about, and it also gives haste and makes my stuff bigger. This is a win-win.
We've only just started the game, and already my wife sitting across from me is declaring war. I didn't sign up for this. Well, I did sign up for this, but still.
Yeah, pass turn.
Okay, I will untap, draw for turn. I will play Orzhov Guildgate, and then I will play Blood Artist.
Ooh, okay. Oh, nice.
This is a classic vampire. It's simple, doesn't need to attack, he just sits there, brings me life, takes life away. How much better does it get?
So when someone puts a Blood Artist on the table, you know there's gonna be a lot of sack fodder and it's probably an Aristocrats deck. So I'm definitely not happy to see this out right now.
And I will attack Ladee for 1.
All right, I will take 1 and go to 39.
And it has lifelink, so I will go to 42.
Sure.
Is that it?
Yes, and I will pass turn.
Okay, I don't need to untap, so I will draw for turn. And then I will play Fellstinger.
Cool.
So playing this card without being able to exploit another creature kind of stinks. But I am gonna get a little bit of value off of it. And there's not anything too crazy at the table just yet, so I think I'll be okay for the next turn. I'm gonna choose to exploit itself, because I would like the cards.
Oh, okay then.
So I'll draw 2 cards, and I'll also lose 2 life. I'll go to 37.
A creature died, so that's gonna trigger my Blood Artist. So, Ashlen, you will lose 1 life, and I will gain 1 life. Bring me up to 43.
Taking me down to 39.
Thanks for not picking me. Ellie, it's your turn.
All right, so I will go to my untap and draw a card for turn. Since Urza's Incubator is out, my spirits will be costing 2 less to cast.
Uh-oh.
So I will cast me Geist of Snake Draft.
Ooh, nice.
Indeed. This is a really good creature. I have the chance to be able to swing, do a lot of damage, and get another land. And it has hexproof. so it's not like my opponents are gonna be able to easily mess with it. All right, and then after that, I'm just gonna pass the turn. Yeah, so I have a really big turn, except I miss a land drop. But I have an Urza's Incubator and I have Sword of the Animist, so I know next turn I'll at least be able to catch up. Not that big a deal.
Okay, I will untap, draw for turn. I will play a Rixmati Dungeon Palace.
Okay.
And I'm gonna play a Lightning Greaves.
Oh.
I love this card, and right now with my Pyre of Heroes, it's going to allow anything I bring out to be able to attack immediately. Plus, I'll be able to protect the important pieces of my board. This is exactly what I need right now.
In response, I'm gonna play a blue and flash in Nebelgast Herald.
Oh?
So I will be tapping that Olivia mobilized for war.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So she's more like camping out for war now.
Right.
Okay.
She's just gonna take a little nap, little nappy nap. So this card is amazing because once I get my commander out and I start making spirits, I'll really be able to control the board.
I see what Ellie's trying to do here, but this creates another opportunity for me. Okay, well, since she is no longer mobilized for war, I'm gonna tap 2 and activate my Pyre of Heroes, which means I'm going to sacrifice Olivia and search my library for any vampire of 4 CMC.
Oh no.
And I'm going to get Strafan, Mara Progenitor.
Tonight, we feast!
Pretty good.
Nice.
Okay.
If you haven't heard already, we are having a wedding, and he brings friends. I'll be able to get creatures onto the battlefield for free, and these free gifts will come in attacking, so it's like they have haste. I'm feeling pretty good about my position on the board right now.
A creature died, so Blood Artist is going to trigger it. And Ellie, you will lose 1 life.
That puts me at 39.
And I will gain 1 life, bringing me up to 44.
Nice.
After that, I will then move to equip him with the Lightning Greaves.
Not good.
Okay, I'm going to combat, and I'm going to attack you, Josephine, with Stefan.
I'll take 3 damage, which will bring me down to 41.
I'll move to my end step, and because 2 players lost life this turn, I will get 2 blood tokens.
Blood, blood, blood.
I know, blood, blood, blood. Yeah, that's all I got, so I'll pass the turn to you. At the end of this turn, I'm feeling pretty good. Everything is set up, the blood is flowing, and the festivities are about to begin.
Right, I shall untap, draw for turn. I will play a swamp, and I will play Sign in Blood.
Nice.
So I draw 2 cards, and I will lose 2 life, bringing me down to 39. And then I will play a Pitiless Pontiff.
All right. See some Blood Artist synergy I'm not crazy about.
So seeing a sack outlet here with the Blood Artist on the board already checks out. I'm picking up what Josephine's putting down here, and I'm getting a little concerned about it.
This card's gonna be hard to get rid of, and it fuels my engine, so it's a really good play for me right now. And I'm going to go ahead and even the odds here and attack my wife, Ashlen.
Okay, I can't block. I will take 1 damage, going to 38.
And since I have lifelink, I will go up to 40.
Family feud over here.
And I'll pass turn.
Thank you. I will untap, draw my card for turn, and then I will play Manascape Refractor.
Very nice.
So, pretty cool effect that could get really scary. Right now, lands on the battlefield don't do anything that I'm super worried about, but depending on what else hits the field later, that card could become a problem.
And then I'm gonna pass the turn to you, Ellie, with, I would like to point out, 1 swamp available, just in case anybody wants to get crazy.
So Lady Danger could spend a mana to activate Shadow Spear to take the hexproof away from my guys. If that's what happens, well, that cost her a mana, and once again, problem for another turn. All right, well, I will untap, draw for turn. So I am going to cast Frantic Search. I will draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. And I'm discarding Dream Shackle Geist, and Devoted Graphkeeper.
Oh.
And I will untap 3 lands. All right, so I will play my land for a turn, which will be an unclaimed territory. When it enters the battlefield, I will choose a creature type. It'll be spirits. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is equip Sword of the Animus onto my Geist of Saint Traft. Okay, so I will go to combat. I will attack Ladee. There's a couple of triggers. First one is going to be Sword of the Animus. So I will go get a basic island, and that'll come onto the battlefield tapped.
Nice.
And the next one is Geist of Saint Traft. So I will get a 4/4 angel that is tapped and attacking.
This is gonna get bad.
Ladee, I could attack somebody else with this angel token, but you don't have any blockers. Might as well just go for you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Go to blocks.
I will take all the damage. I will take 7 going to 30. You have hurt my feelings.
All right, so end of combat, the angel gets exiled. And then on my second main phase, I will cast a Remorseful Cleric.
Not good. Okay, this card is a problem. I need to figure out a way to remove this so that I can keep filling up my graveyard with the real heavy hitters and get back to my game plan.
When Remorseful Cleric enters the battlefield, that will trigger Nebelgast Herald. So I will tap your Blood Artist.
Okay.
And then that will be the end of my turn, and I will pass to Ashlen.
All right, I will untap all of my friends and draw for turn. So the only land I have in my hand right now is a Cabal Coffers, which if I play right now, won't really net me any mana. However, Ladee's Manascape Refractor is out, and she has more than enough swamps to take advantage of this card. It really feels bad what I gotta do because I have to miss my land drop. At this point, I think I'm just going to move to combat.
Okay.
You were very scary, Ellie. So I'm going to send Strafan at you.
Okay.
When I attack with Strafan, I'm going to sacrifice 2 blood tokens and put my friend Drana onto the battlefield.
Your pain is invigorating.
Who would you like to attack with her?
I'm going to have Drana attack you, Josephine.
Okay, wow. Well, this was a big drop because I don't have very large vampires out. So with Drana's new activated ability that Ashlen just played, she can just start picking them off one by one. This does not bode well for me.
I'm going to double block Strafan with Nebelgast Herald and Remorseful Cleric. All right, so because Drana has that very pesky activated ability, I really need to make some tough decisions. So I'm going to double block here because I really want Strafan to die and I need this engine to stop.
Before damage, I will pay 3, activating Drana's ability, and give Blood Artist -0, -1.
My wife, she does not let up. So when it dies, it's gonna trigger itself, which means only fair. Ashlen, you will lose 1 life, and I will gain 1 life.
Oh, I'm so glad that Drana's ability targeted Blood Artist. It's actually really good for me that Blood Artist is off the battlefield. This means much less pressure than what I was expecting before.
And now go to damage.
I can't block, so I will go down to 36.
Ellie, our creatures will all trade.
Yep.
Good thing that Blood Artist wasn't out. So this attack by Ashlen couldn't have gone better for me. All 3 of my opponents have lost something, and I've got a lot less to worry about now. Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate that.
And then I'll put my Lightning Greaves to Drana.
Smart.
And I will pass turn to you, Josephine.
Okay, I will untap, draw for turn. I'll play swamp. Okay, so Ashlen just got rid of my Blood Artist. Everyone thinks that they're safe. They're like, oh good, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Little do they know, I've got a special something up my sleeve. I'm going to play Sanguine Bond.
Ooh, okay.
This card is great because I have a ton of life gain in my deck. And now, every time I get life, they're all gonna hurt a little more.
This is something to really keep your eye on. Later on, if she gains a lot of life at once, she could one-shot any of us.
Okay. I am going to attack Ladee with Vampire of the Dire Moon. Just one.
Just one. One'll do it. I will take one and go to 29.
It has lifelink, so I will gain 1 life going to 37, and when I gain life, that will trigger Sanguine Bond. So I will have you, Ladee, lose 1 life.
And I will go down to 28.
Sorry. And I'll pass turn.
All right, I will untap all my cards and draw for turn. Okay, so I'm gonna play my commander.
I'll never miss a soiree, but I'm always fashionably late.
Ooh.
So bringing out my commander here seems pretty safe. I would love to make everybody else sacrifice a creature here, but Henrika is the only thing I have on the board for now. So let's see what we can do here. And then I'll cast Reanimate.
Okay.
And I would love your Blood Artist.
Gosh.
Wow. Oh no.
And so because Blood Artist is 2 mana, I'm gonna lose 2 life and go to 26. All right, I'm gonna go to combat and Henrika Domnathi is going to trigger. And I will choose each player sacrifices a creature. Yay! Love to hear it. I'm gonna choose Blood Artist.
All right. Well, I am forced to choose Geist of Saint Traft.
I will sacrifice Drana.
I will sacrifice Pitiless Pontiff.
Excellent. 4 creatures have died. So that's gonna be 4 Blood Artist triggers.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna do 2 to Ellie, 1 to you, Ashlen, and 1 to you, Josephine.
All right, I will lose 2 life and go to 37.
I will lose 1 and go to 36.
I too will lose 1, going to 36.
And I will gain 4. Going to 30. Welcome back.
30's club.
Love to see it. I will pass the turn.
So I'm passing my turn here. The board's kind of reset. I got my commander out, and everything seems a bit more manageable.
Okay. I'm going to pay 5 mana, and I will cast a Drogskull Cavalry.
Wow. Since her commander is going to be making a lot of spirits, it's gonna trigger this ability over and over and over again. I thought I had Josephine's life total to worry about. Now Ellie's is going to be something to get through. This is going to be a grind.
And then after that, I will pass the turn.
All right, I will untap and draw my card for turn. Okay. I think I'm just going to pass turn.
I hate that. I hate that. There's only one reason you do that.
Not scary.
I could play that Cabal Coffers, but it's not gonna help anyone but Ladee. So I'm forced to pass my turn here and hope that what I've got in my hand is powerful enough to keep me in this game.
Untap and draw for turn. Well, I sure wish I could play a land, but
you're a part of the club too.
In the meantime, I will play Nighthawk Scavenger.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
It gets an additional power for each card type in my opponent's graveyards, and that's 3 right now, so it is a 4/3.
Nice.
This is a great card. I mean, it's a 3-drop with Death Touch, Lifelink, and Flying. Plus, I've got Sanguine Bond, which is going to pair perfectly with Nighthawk Scavenger. So I'm really hoping that this will bring the game in my favor. And now, Wifey, I'm attacking you for 1.
I will take 1, going down to 35.
And since it's got lifelink, I will be gaining 1 life, bringing me up to 37. And of course, whenever I gain life, Sanguine Bond is going to trigger. So Ellie, I'll have you lose 1 life.
Don't like that. But I will go down to 36.
And I will pass turn.
Excellent. I will untap, draw for turn. Okay, so I'm going to play Sword of Hearth and Home.
Ooh.
So this is another ramp source. And it's gonna be able to reset my commander because it's gonna flicker it. So I can choose the same thing over and over.
And then I'm going to equip Sword of Hearth and Home and Shadow Sphere onto Henrika Domnathi.
Are you gonna do that every time you say it?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. I love it. I love it.
So I'm gonna move to combat, and beginning of combat,
I can choose one that hasn't been chosen. I'm gonna draw a card and I'm gonna lose a life, bringing me down to 29. And then Ashlen, coming at you for 4.
All that untapped mana sitting there.
Wait, Ladee, what are you doing? Okay, well, I guess you forced my hand. All right, I will play Terminate.
Oh.
Targeting Henrika.
Okay, Henrika will die. And I'll put her right back in the command zone. And I'll pass the turn to you, Ellie. Just remember, I didn't attack you.
That's true. I will remember that. I will. I will untap all my permanents, and then I will draw a card for turn. And then I'm gonna pay 5 since I have Urza's Incubator. I will cast a Drog Skull Reaver.
Ooh, scary.
This card is crazy. When it's paired with the Drog Skull Cavalry, I'm going to gain life every time a creature comes in, and then when I gain that life, I'm gonna draw a card. When Drog Skull Reaver resolves, it will trigger Cavalry here, and I will gain 2 life.
That's nice.
So I will go to 38, and then because I've gained 2 life, this will trigger my Drog Skull Reaver, so I will draw a card.
What? I just used my removal spell on Ladee's commander. And this card is going to give Ellie so much value over time. Would have liked to use it on that.
Today's episode is sponsored by Honey.
Hello, you sweet morsels. It's me, Olivia. Eddie and I are both just so delighted that you're enjoying our wedding.
Who? What?
Of course, for us, the real fun starts on the honeymoon. Ours is going to be truly lavish thanks to Honey, the free browser extension that makes online shopping terrifyingly easy. Eddie Pooh and I buy everything online, but you can't expect me to scour the internet for promo codes like some grimy peasant. So I let Honey do all of that for me. I simply click apply coupons at checkout, and Honey finds the very best offers in mere seconds. For instance, I saved $50 on this delightful LED travel mirror, which I actually can't use, but who can say no to savings like that? Plus, Honey works on over 30,000 sites, so I always get the best deals, whether I'm buying new clothes, sunblock, or books on hypnotism.
Yes, honey, I obey.
Good husband.
If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting the show. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/gamenights. That's nights with a K. Again, that's joinhoney.com/gamenights.
Hey, Soren, enjoying the wedding?
No, leave me be. All right, now that she's gone, I'll admit I'm having a blast. This brooding heartthrob vibe is something I work hard to cultivate, and trust me, it pays off. But pouting would only do so much without my luscious ashen locks. That's why at the first sign of hair loss, I signed up for Keeps, the simple stress-free way to keep your hair. Now, bald can be beautiful, but everyone should have a choice. With Keeps, it was easy to set up a virtual doctor consultation, and medications were sent straight to Markov Manor. Treatments started only $10 a month, so Keeps ensured both my hair and my coffers stayed full and luxurious. Even I can't complain about that, though imagine how hot it would be if I did. But prevention is key and treatments take time to see results, so act fast. Wait too long, and you'll end up brooding for real.
If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/nights to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's keeps.com/nights with a K to get your first month free. Keeps.com/nights.
Having fun, grandson?
No, buzz off, Grandpa. I am, though. It's lovely.
All right, I really don't want to make enemies, but also, why not? So I'm gonna go to combat, and Ashlen, I'm going to swing 4 at you with a Drog Skull Cavalry.
All right, I will take 4. Going to 31.
Okay, so I have pass my turn to you.
All right, end of your turn, Ellie.
Oh dear.
I'm going to play Vampiric Tutor.
Oh, interesting.
And I'll go search my library for any card.
I'm a little nervous about what you're getting.
It's really not that big a deal. I could tutor for a big spell or a really awesome creature, but I gotta do the responsible thing and fix my mana situation. And that will go right on top, and then I'll lose 2 life, going down to 29. All right, and now I will untap all my things and draw a card. Ooh, how did that get there? And then I will play Herborg! Yay!
Yay!
This is great. Now next turn, when I play the Cabal Coffers, all my lands will be swamps, and it's going to tap for a ton of mana. Sure, Ladee's gonna get that ability too with the Manascape Refractor, but I'm pretty sure I can make better use of this ability. Then I'll play Sir Conrad the Grim.
Misery loves company.
I see.
Kill it with fire!
What?
No.
Hate
Put
it.
that to the pyre or something. I don't know.
It's a human.
It's a pain is what it is.
This is a serious issue. There's probably gonna be so many creatures hitting the graveyard in this game, so this Sir Conrad is gonna do a ton of work.
So my plan already is to fill up my graveyard with creatures. And my commander is going to let me bring them back. Both of those things are gonna trigger Sir Conrad and deal a ton of damage to my opponents. And I'm going to equip Sir Conrad with the Lightning Greaves. Ladee, I'm going to swing Sir Conrad the Grim at you.
I'll take 5 and go to 24. Somebody's gotta lose.
And I'll pass turn.
Untap. I will draw for turn. I am going to play Legion's Landing.
Ooh.
When it enters the battlefield, I'll get a 1/1 vampire with lifelink.
Nice.
And then, not sure if you all know, but we're having a wedding, so I'm officially announcing our wedding. With wedding announcement. How thematic. It's Edgar and Olivia's wedding. It's gonna help me draw cards and make more creatures. Plus, when I flip it to the other side, it's gonna help me buff my team so I can close out the game. So now I will attack, surprise. Lady, I'm going to swing Nighthawk Scavenger and Vampire of the Dire Moon at you.
I don't know why everybody's attacking me here. I don't even have anything out, but they're gonna regret it because they're making an enemy out of me. I'm gonna go to 19. Why don't you tell me how you really feel?
They also both have lifelink.
Uh-oh.
So I will be gaining 5 life, bringing me to 42.
Oh, wow.
I'm not okay with that.
Oh, snap.
When I gain that life, Sanguine Bond is going to trigger, and I will target Ashlen.
I will lose 5 life and go down to 24.
And then, at the beginning of my end step, Wedding Announcement is going to trigger, so it'll get a counter, and I will draw a card.
Ooh.
And I will pass turn.
All right, well, I'm gonna untap and see what decisions I'm gonna need to make here. I'm gonna draw for turn. And then I'm gonna play Archfiend of Despair.
That's a great card.
Can't gain life?
Can't gain life.
That really messes with my turn.
I'm sorry, but you know, I need to stop this shenanigans.
Oh gosh. Okay. Archfiend of Despair. This could either go really well or really, really bad for me. My value plan is on hold. However, this means I can potentially do a lot more damage and take my opponents out faster. Not great, but not the worst.
The good thing here is that if she can't gain life, she can't draw more cards. The bad news is it's gonna deal so much damage. So I'm not sure how to feel about it.
Well, if you didn't want people to hit you before, they sure are gonna do it now.
People can do whatever they want to do, so I will just pass the turn.
Okay, so I will untap all of my things, and then I will draw for a turn. Okay, so we're in trouble here. So I will cast a Bygone Bishop.
Not bad.
And that'll cost 2 less because of Urza's Incubator.
Oh.
Since you played Archfiend of Despair, I won't be gaining any life, and therefore I will not be gaining cards. I'm taking it personally. This is what we'll do next. I'm going to cast Patrician Geist. So other spirits I control get +1/+1.
Whoa.
Patrician Geist is a great card in my deck. Once I start getting my tokens out, that Anthem effect is going to start representing a lot of damage. When Patrician Geist enters the battlefield, that will trigger Bygone Bishop, so I will investigate and make a clue. Okay, so now I have some choices here. Not being able to gain life is brutal. However, if I start swinging, I'm gonna be basically doing twice as much damage. I think this could work out in my favor. So I'm going to equip Sword of the Animist onto Drogsoul Reaver. And I will go to combat. I will be swinging Drogsoul Reaver at you, Josephine.
Okay.
On attack, Sword of the Animus is going to trigger, and I will go get a Plains, and that'll come onto the battlefield tapped.
Not bad.
Move to blockers. So that will be 10.
That's great. So first I'll take the 10, putting me at 32.
Move to my end step.
Oh.
So on said end step, Archfiend of Despair is going to trigger, and each opponent is going to lose as much life as they've lost this turn.
Oh no.
So Josephine, you will lose 10.
So that brings me to 22 life.
Whew, welcome to the party.
Love that. This is what I was scared of with the Archfiend. I mean, my life has just been cut in two. I'm gonna have to take care of this Archfiend. One wrong move, someone could take me out.
All right, well, I will be passing the turn to you.
Okay, cool. I will just untap my lands and pray to draw something good. Okay. I will play a Cabal Coffers.
No, wait a minute.
Love to see it. So Cabal Coffers and Urborg is great for Ashlen, but it's even better for me because I have more lands on my side of the board. This Manascape Refractor is working out pretty well.
I'll activate my Cabal Coffers, giving me 6 mana, and give myself a red. And I will play my commander, Olivia the Crimson Bride.
There's more than one path to power.
Dun, 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 dun. Here's my commander. I really wish I could be more set up right now. I don't have any discard outlets to get things into my graveyard. We still have a spirit infestation to deal with over on Ellie's board. So I'm going to move my Lightning Greaves onto Olivia. And then got 1 black floating. I'm gonna add another black to it and activate Sir Conrad's ability. So I'll each mill a card.
All right.
So that'll be 2 Sir Conrad triggers because 2 creatures hit the graveyard.
I'm going to 20.
I will go to 17.
And I will go to 36.
And then I will move to combat.
All right.
No. Look, I'm the clear target for this attack, so a little bit of vampire sweet talk never hurt anybody.
Can't attack into anything but you.
No, but
Yes.
I can take care of the Archfiend. Just leave me be.
I'm just saying, I'm the one keeping Ellie at bay.
You made Ellie 10 times more dangerous, is what you did.
Everybody at the table right now is trying to make deals against me. My Archfiend is the only thing keeping Ellie in check. How can they not see this? I think this is a bad move. I think it's a bad move.
Okay, if I don't attack you, you'll get rid of the Archfiend.
Yes, I swear it.
Great. Then I will not attack you this turn.
I appreciate it.
All right, so the deal's been made. I am not going to attack Josephine, and she is going to deal with that Archfiend. Yes, it's going to unleash Ellie, but it's also going to prevent us from taking so much extra damage, which all in all, I think is a lot better for us. And so I'll move to end step.
At the beginning of the end step, Archfiend of Despair triggers, and each opponent that has lost life this turn loses it again.
So I'll lose 2, going down to 18.
I will lose 2, going down to 34.
I'll untap. I will draw for turn, and I will play Temple of Silence. When that enters the battlefield, I'm going to scry 1.
Sweet.
And I like that, so I'm going to keep it on top. Now I made a promise. I will play Utter End.
Ooh.
And I will exile the Archfiend of Despair.
Nice.
Ellie is clearly a problem, but the Archfiend was an immediate problem for me. So I'm just glad I got it off the board. And Lady Danger, I will be attacking you with my vampire token.
Okay, I will take 1. And I'll go to 16.
Token is lifelink, so I will gain 1 life, bringing me to 19. When I gain that life, Sanguine Bond is going to trigger. So Ellie, you will lose 1 life.
All right, I will go to 33.
And now I will move to my end step. I did not attack with 2 or more creatures this turn, so Wedding Announcement will get a counter and go to 2. And will create a 1/1 white human creature token for me.
Nice.
And then I will pass turn.
All right, well, I will untap everything I have over here. Draw for turn. So I'm gonna activate Manascape Refractor. because it has the same ability as Cabal Coffers, which will give me 8 black mana.
Ooh.
And then I will use 6 of that to recast my commander, Henrika Donati.
I'll never miss a soiree, but I'm always fashionably late.
And then I will use the remaining 2 to equip Sword of Hearth and Home.
Not good.
Okay, so I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna choose to draw a card and lose a life. Bring me to 15.
Cool.
And then I will play Batterskull.
Oh, okay.
Sounds lovely.
It is a living weapon. So I'm gonna create a 0/0 germ token. And Batterskull is gonna get equipped to it.
Not bad.
So it is now a 4/4 vigilance with a lifelink. And I will pass the turn to you.
All right, I will untap all my things and draw for turn. All right, it's time to cast my commander and really show my opponents what my deck is about. My commander costs 1 less for each spirit I control. I control 4, and then I have Urza's Incubator, which would reduce it also by 2. So I will only have to tap Plains and an island, and then I will cast my commander, Millicent, Restless Revenant.
Woo, commander!
Yes.
Now she's got her commander out. She's gonna start getting more spirits. She's gonna get life gain from those, which is then gonna trigger a card draw. This is gonna get away from us fast, and I am worried.
When my commander enters the battlefield, that was a spirit, so that will trigger Drogskull Cavalry. I will gain 2 life, go to 35, and then because I gain life, it will trigger Drogskull Reaver, and then I will draw a card.
A lot of Drogskull happening
Wow.
here.
So I'm going to go to combat, and Ashlen, I am going to swing at you with my Drogskull Reaver and my Drogskull Cavalry. On that attack, Sword of the Animus is going to trigger. So I'm going to search my library for Plains, and that will go onto the battlefield tapped. Go to blocks.
I have a tough choice here. I can block with my commander, but she's a big piece to my engine, so I'm gonna let it through. I don't like it, but I will take it.
All right, so Drogskull Reaver has double strike, so it will deal 5 damage first.
I will take 5, going to 19.
And then I will gain 5 and go to 40. And that's going to trigger Drogskull Reaver, so I'm going to draw a card. And it's gonna trigger my commander, so I'm gonna make a 1/1 spirit.
Ooh.
Since a spirit entered the battlefield, I will gain 2 more life from Drogskull Cavalry and go to 42.
Oh my gosh.
And then because I gain life, that will trigger Drogskull Reaver, so I will draw a card.
Oh.
And that was only first strike damage.
Wow.
So now we'll go to regular damage.
Yeah, let's finish the damage.
All right, so you will take 10.
Going to 9.
Ugh. And I'll gain 5 life. And now we're gonna do all that again.
Yay!
So I will draw a card.
Wow.
And then because spirits did some combat damage this turn, I will put 2 more spirit tokens onto the battlefield, which will trigger Drogskull Cavalry 2 more times. So I will gain 4 life. And then I will draw 2 more cards.
Is that it?
Maybe. We'll look at my new hand now.
This is what I was trying to warn everybody about. This whole engine is now completely online, and I can't do anything about it.
And then I will cast a Spectral Shepherd.
Sure.
Interesting.
All right, so Spectral Shepherd is a line of defense for me here. If somebody wants to take a shot on my board, this card will let me bounce whatever spirit it is to my hand and then replay it next turn, and I'll be back in business. That will trigger Bygone Bishop, so I will investigate and make a clue. And Spectral Shepherd is a spirit, so I will gain 2 more life and then draw a card off of Drogskull Reaver.
I hate this.
It sucks that Ellie has now been fully unleashed. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of that Archfiend, but I think I would have died that next turn anyway, so it was a bit of a catch-22.
Well, I think that was plenty for 1 turn. I don't know about y'all.
Possibly.
So I'll just go to my end step. I'll just discard a Court of Grace. That's the turn.
All right, I will untap everything and draw my card for the turn. So I'm in a really tough position here because my life total is pretty low and Ellie's board is a machine right now. So I've got to figure this out. I'm just going to move to combat.
Okay.
I will swing Sir Conrad the Grim and Olivia at you, Ellie. When Olivia attacks, I get to return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. And I will target Drana Callistra Bloodchief.
Okay.
And Drana is also tapped and attacking you, Ellie.
Wow.
My goal is to thin out Ellie's board. So getting Drana back is perfect for this because she's a body and her ability lets me pick off creatures, and Ellie's got a bunch of little tiny spirits. That is a creature leaving my graveyard, which triggers Sir Conrad. So everyone will lose a life.
That brings me to 18.
I will go down to 14.
And I will go down to 52. Okay, we'll move to blocks. I will block Drana with Millicent. I will use 2 spirit tokens to block Olivia, and then I will use a spirit token and Spectral Shepherd to block Sir Conrad.
The tokens are all 2/2s.
Correct.
And what is making them 2/2s again?
This one. Patrician Geist.
All right, so my plan here is to get rid of that Patrician Geist. It's gonna get rid of all that extra power on her board, allow my creatures to trade profitably, and maybe we might be able to get out from under this. I will pay 4, activating Drana's ability, where X will equal 2, targeting Patrician Geist.
Oh, now I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
Ashlen is on fire. I mean, I'm so impressed considering the limited mana that she has at the moment with how much she is able to do in this turn. And thank goodness it is all pointed at Ellie.
Okay, in response, I will cast Teferi's Protection.
Come on.
All right, so this is my ultimate line of defense here. It'll protect most of my board. Ashlen does have enough mana to activate Drana again and take something out, but this is my shot. If there's any time to cast it, it's gotta be right here. And then I tap a Darker Waste and I'll take 1 damage.
This bites. Ellie is going to phase out. None of us will be able to touch her for a whole turn, but I'm not letting her get away scot-free. In response, I will use my 2 mana floating and a red mana to play Bedevil to destroy your Drogskull Reaver.
Nice.
Okay, fair enough.
Not bad.
Losing Drogskull Reaver hurts. However, I already got a bunch of cards out of it already. Next turn, I'll be able to take out Ashlen and stop her from being a problem for good. So when Drogskull Reaver dies, that triggers Millicent, and I will get another spirit token. That will trigger Drogskull Cavalry, and I will gain 2 life.
And that's gonna trigger Sir Conrad. So everyone will lose a life.
And I go down to 17.
I will go down to 13.
And then I will lose 1 and go down to 52. And then Fairy's Protection will resolve. Have fun, everyone.
Sick.
Good luck.
Awesome.
Wow.
This is a super heavy blow from Ellie. She's completely shields up, and we can't interact with her at all until her next turn. But at least we got rid of something.
All right, so dealt with that. Cool, we have time to come up with a plan, right?
Or you could just be attacking each other or whatever.
And yeah, I'm actually just going to pass the turn.
All right, I will untap. Now I'll draw for turn. Look, it's really clear to me that Ellie's a threat and we're all supposed to be focusing our efforts there. And believe me, I want to do that, but I can't just yet, so I gotta build up my forces. And I think it's time. Wedding's been announced. It's almost here to bring out my commander, Edgar.
That's nice.
There's no song really for the groom, is there?
No.
Ah, my betrothed is here. A little late, but that's okay.
Edgar's actually kind of a problem for me. Because right now, I'm looking at closing out this game as fast as I can. Her giving her creatures +1/+1, and those creatures also have lifelink, means that there's a potential that she gets out of lethal range. And it takes me even longer to put this game away. And anything can happen in that time.
And then I will play Welcoming Vampire, who is a flyer.
All right. So this probably feels really bad for Josephine here. It's a little late in the game to have some card draw, and I just don't know if it's going to be helping her at all.
I am not going to attack.
Okay.
As our target has phased away temporarily. So I'll move to my end step, and Wedding Announcement will get its last counter.
Ooh, double.
So I'll get a 1/1 white human creature token. That triggers Welcoming Vampire's ability, so I will get to draw a card.
Nice.
And then Wedding Announcement will transform into Wedding Festivity.
Love a party.
So all my creatures get +1/+1.
Very nice.
Double anthem.
So my Wedding Announcement pumps up my team, and my board's looking pretty good. The only problem is I don't have enough flyers to deal with Ellie. Hopefully, Lady Danger can do something about it. Now, pass the turn to you.
All right, so I will untap all of my lands and I will draw for turn. I'm gonna activate my Manascape Refractor using the Cabal Coffers ability, which is gonna be 8 black mana, and I'm going to play Sir Conrad.
Misery still loves company.
Oh,
Hey.
What?
Another one.
What? Twins?
I don't really care for Lady having her own Sir Conrad here because my life total is already pretty low, so every drop of blood matters at this point.
And then I will tap 1 swamp and use the remaining 3 to play Erebos, God of the Dead.
Death comes for you all.
Oh, okay.
Come on. No more life gain? I thought Lady Danger might be able to help in a way that wouldn't hinder me quite so much in the process. I'm a little bit stuck right now, and my board is not looking as strong as it once was.
So gaining life is not as important for me anymore, but shutting down Josephine is exactly what I need right now. And Erebos is definitely gonna help me with that.
I'm going to tap 2 mana to equip Shadow Spirit to Erebos.
Sweet.
Okay.
Then I will move to combat.
All right.
And I will choose to transform Henrika.
Oh, you want to dance? Let's dance.
Nice.
Oh.
So now she is Henrika Infernal Seer.
Okay.
And she's now a 5/6.
All right. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. All right, Ashlen. On combat, I'm going to attack you with my Germ.
Why are you attacking me? Hello, spirit infestation over here.
So the lifelink for me right now is so important. And it only makes sense to hit Ashlen. I'm not killing her because I want to keep using her Cabal Coffers.
All right, I have no blockers, so I will take 4. Going down to 5.
Into the red zone.
And I will gain 4, bringing me to 17.
Oh my.
On my second main phase, I will play Read the Bones.
Sure.
I will scry 2.
Okay.
Both of these are not what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna put both of them on the bottom, and then I will lose 2 life and draw 2 cards. And I will pass the turn. So I didn't get anything, and this stinks. And Ellie's about to untap with a bunch of stuff. Maybe I can get 1 more turn if I just keep quiet.
All right. I have phased back in. I will untap and I'll draw a card. All right. Big moment here. I just need to weaken my opponent's boards. The most important thing is closing out this game before somebody disrupts my engine. Since we're all gathered here today.
Oh no.
On this glorious
On
day.
this glorious day, I'm gonna cast Austere Command.
That's bad.
I will choose to destroy all artifacts and all enchantments.
Ugh. My whole plan is foiled. All of my swords, my mana refractor, my shadow spear, everything. Ugh.
Cool.
Sick. All right.
Away they go.
Well, it was already going downhill, let's be honest. But the wedding festivities, really? You had to take that away too? I mean, isn't there anything left to be happy about?
So my germ token died. Sir Conrad is going to trigger.
And that means mine will too.
I will take 1 and go to 14.
I will take the 2 and go to 50.
And I will take 1, going to 4.
And I will take 2, going to 15.
All right, kid gloves are off. It's time to start putting my opponents away for good. So Ashlen, you gotta go because there's no way I'm gonna let her untap with that Drana. All right, I will move to combat. I will swing my commander, Millicent, over at Ashlen. That will be 5. And then I will swing the rest of the team over at Lady Danger.
Yikes.
So I could activate Sir Conrad right now and tick everyone down just 1 more time, but I won't do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No.
Because it wouldn't feel good.
No, it would not. All right, yeah, so I'll take 5. And I'll die. And then I die on my wedding day. This bites.
Well, my sweet bride no longer has to deal with the situation ahead of us, and that gives me some comfort. And now it's just me and Ladee against the evil spirits at Ellie's command.
Okay, so that will be 21 over at Lady Danger.
All right, now it's time to do the big brain math. I think if I can block right, I can squeak out one more turn. All right, I'm just going to block the Drogskull Cavalry with my commander.
All right, so they're gonna trade.
So I will gain 3, going to 17.
So you'll be taking 16 damage.
Bringing me down to 1.
Wow.
And I'm going to send my commander to the command zone. I'm alive! Granted, I don't really have anything going on, and it's only 1 life, but I'm alive!
And we have some triggers to resolve here.
Since my commander and your spirit died, I have 2 Sir Conrad triggers. So you each take 2 damage.
And since I've had a lot of spirits do a lot of damage and 1 die, that triggers my commander. So I will make 5 total spirits. And then after that, I have nothing else to do, so I'll just pass the turn. So I'm passing the turn here. I got a ton of spirits off that attack, so I just have to hope my opponents have nothing else going on so I can put this game away.
I'll untap all things and draw for a turn. Okay, I will play Veto.
Nice.
Born of the Dusk Rose. That triggers Welcoming Vampire's ability because he's got power 2 or less, so I will get to draw a card. You know, normally I'd be really excited about playing Veto. It's a great card, but I can't gain life. I don't have any good options right now. And then I'm going to play Call to the Feast and create 3/1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink.
Nice.
All right.
Well, I will move to combat, so I'm put in an interesting position. I've got a great board that does well with life gain, yet I can't gain life. I could take Ladee out pretty easily right now, but I don't have anything to deal with Ellie, and I need Ladee's help, so I'm kind of just left hoping Lady Danger draws something spicy off the top of her deck. Well, since I only have a limited amount of flyers, I am going to attack Ellie with all of my non-flyers.
How much damage are we looking at? More or less
Total?
than 48?
Wow.
Right.
Less, you know,
Less, okay.
I'm doing what I can.
Well, I will use 2 of my spirit tokens to block the 1/1 humans.
My humans are gonna die.
And I'll take the rest. I will take 8 and go to 40.
Because the human tokens do hit the graveyard, it will trigger Sir Conrad, and you will both take 2 damage.
Great.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
I will pass turn.
This is looking really good for me. I'm breathing a sigh of relief here. She didn't do anything to disrupt my board. That is everything.
So I was really hoping that Josephine could pull a board wipe or something to handle Ellie's board, but it looks like it might be up to me.
Do your worst.
Big money, no whammies. I will untap all of my cards over here and draw for turn.
Everyone waits with bated breath.
So I draw my card for turn, and I don't think it's gonna be able to help me, but it might just help Josephine. Well, I think that I choose my own destiny.
Oh.
So I will pay 2 mana and play Feed the Swarm.
Oh.
Targeting your Geist.
My Patrician Geist?
Yes.
Very popular today, Patrician Geist.
So I'm gonna try to kill the Patrician Geist here. It's gonna kill me, but maybe it can help Josephine squeak out the win, which is totally worth it for me.
I understand what she's trying to do, but I can't let it happen. Sorry, I'm gonna have to be that person. All right. I'm going to, in response, cast Negate on the Feed the Swarm.
I see.
Yeah. So you won't die.
I won't die.
Because it won't resolve.
Dirty blue players. So I think that's pretty much it, so I'll pass a turn.
All right. I will untap, draw for turn. All right, looks like all I really have to do is swing out here, so I will go ahead and move to combat. These 2 will go over at Lady Danger, and the rest will go over at you, Josephine.
All right, well, that looks like way more than 11, so I'm just going to take it all. And die.
Then I die to a swarm of spirits.
And 4 is definitely more than 1, so I will take that and I will die. And then I die to a bunch of spirits. All right, good game. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Good games. So then I swing out with everything and then I win the game.
This was a really fun game. There was some really awesome value plays and intense decks. It was an all-around good time.
I'm really enjoying Crimson Vow and everything that this new visit to Innistrad has to offer.
Weddings, romance, vampires, they go hand in hand. Who can resist a vampire?
I was so excited to play with a set after my own heart. I love vampires, and to play them with my friends at the table was just even better.
It was actually a really awesome experience getting to meet these ladies in person and hang out with them for the day. Such good energy the entire time.
We got to really get into the role playing, especially Ladee as well. I didn't even know she had teeth.
I know it has All right.
Congratulations,
Ellie.
Yay.
That was a pretty exciting game. I liked all the vampire theming that they put into the entirety of the episode. That was really fun.
Yeah, exactly. And it was lovely seeing everyone in character and playing the cards at the same time. That's when I play Commander, I want to express that. So that felt really cool to watch.
It's putting a little pressure on me, I feel like, in the future episodes to like act more like the character or the theme of the set.
I mean, look, we did so good with that cosplay that one time.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. All right, big thanks to our sponsors, channelfireball.com/command. If you are going to buy any Magic cards, and right now, Crimson Vow is right on the horizon, you don't want to get your hands on all of this stuff. Those decks look super sweet. I want to play some of that stuff myself.
Oh, yeah.
If you go to Channel Fireball, they have a brand new marketplace. They have a huge inventory. Any card you're looking for, they're going to have it. Any sealed product at all. You know you're going to buy Magic cards anyway. Just use channelfireball.com/command when you do, and you are supporting all of our content while simultaneously getting the cards that you want.
Or you can also just enter the code COMMAND at checkout, and you're still supporting our content. And big thanks, of course, to UltraPro. You just watched the episode. You saw all of the cool swag around the table. That is UltraPro product. They have the official license to bring this Magic art to life on the battlefield. I love collecting playmats, and now with all this cool showcase art that is out there, you get to have some really unique looking things that will work as great as anything else. As a mouse pad on your table, I dressed up my entire house with these.
Oh, yeah, I use a playmat as my mouse pad.
Yeah, it's awesome because you get to feel like you're still in that Magic world when you're just at your computer and you're not actually playing.
Oh, I just want it for the real estate because I move my mouse like really far.
You got the whole
Yeah, that's
thing.
how you edit.
Not only that, they're really high quality, they're durable. UltraPro has been in the game for longer than everyone else, and that's why Josh and I trust them with our own personal products. So support UltraPro, you also support the show.
All right, and UltraPro also is awesome because they give away a ton of products and swag to Game Nights fans and watchers every single episode. Jimmy, can you tell everybody how they need to enter?
Yeah, you could potentially win some awesome swag from the show as well as UltraPro goodies by entering one of 3 ways. The first is on Twitter. Simply use the hashtag Game Nights in your tweet and a link to this episode and post that, anything about the episode you want, and that is one way to enter. If you're on Facebook, navigate your way to our Facebook page and you can find the post that shares this episode. On that post, simply tag a friend in the comments, someone that you think would want to see this show that hasn't, or maybe they already have and you want to watch it again with them, and that's a second way to enter. And the third way to enter is on Instagram. Tag us at CommandCast and also use the hashtag Game Nights. Post whatever you want and you will also be entered that way. There is no limit to the number of entries you can make, so you can have up to 3 different ways. All 3 of those entries will count when we go and randomly select the winners for this episode. And as always, you have 1 week from the post date of this episode to enter. After that, we're going to count them all up, tally it up, and post about it on our social media announcing who won.
Yeah, you cannot enter to win after we've already announced who won. So yeah, what are you waiting for? Go on social media right now, enter to win. We, like Jimmy said, we sign all the playmats from the episode. So all the guests in the episode sign the playmats. We give away a ton of stuff from UltraPro. Every single episode, we give away a ton of stuff. You want a chance to win.
Yeah, if you don't get a playmat, you might get some sleeves, some free products, something
deck
to
boxes. We throw booster packs in there. All kinds of cool stuff.
Upgrade your gear thanks to UltraPro. So do that, enter, and maybe you'll win.
All right, everybody. We thank you for watching.
And we will see ya next time. Bye.
Later.